Good evening. I'm Christine Johnson, and we're coming on the air right now with an update on New York's primary elections. The polls have just closed, and one of the most high-profile races is Congressional District 10. Incumbent Dan Goldman is fighting off a challenge from former Controller Brad Lander. Allie Bauman is live at a polling location now in Boerum Hill with an update. Allie?
Well, Christine, former Comptroller Brad Lander has been leading in the polls by more than 30 points ahead of Congressman Dan Goldman. Goldman, though, does have the benefit of incumbency, and this race signifies a battle of old versus new guard, progressive versus moderate Democrat, with Goldman picking up endorsements from Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries and Governor Kathy Hochul, and Lander endorsed by Mayor Mamdani and Senator Bernie Sanders. So the outcome of this race will signify the breadth of Mayor Mamdani's influence. Christine?
All right, Allie, thank you. And keep it right here for primary updates throughout the night. Watch our extended coverage right now, streaming on CBS News New York. Thank you for staying with us here on our streaming channel. We're tracking the results of New York's Democratic primaries as they begin to trickle in. Again, the polls just closed just about 1 minute ago. Let's go now to Congressional District 13, which stretches from Harlem to Northwest Bronx. Incumbent Adriano Espaillat is facing off against three challengers there, among them Darialisa Chevalier, who is backed by Mayor Mamdani. Here's a live look now from her watch party that's happening in Harlem. Her supporters will gather there tonight. Now, she is a Democratic socialist, and she held a rally earlier this evening along with the mayor. Meanwhile, Congressman Adriano Espaillat will be in Inwood tonight, and that is where we find Dick Brennan. Dick?
And Christine, that's where they're playing Happy Birthday to You. Presumably it's somebody's birthday that we're not quite sure about. This place is loud, if not very populated right now, but that could change. Now, both candidates went to the polls today because this is crucial time. Now, until the Democratic Socialist, Darialisa Chevalier, got involved, everybody assumed that Espaillat would be cruising to victory. But then the mayor got involved, and that all changed and endorsed the challenger. Now, there's not much polling in this race, so right now it just seems like it could be tight. We'll find out in a few hours exactly what that is. In the meantime, both candidates say they have the edge.
We are going to have a different type of politics in this world. We're going to have a politics of life, of hope, one that invests in working people because of all of you.
I'm here to fight for the issues that are important to them, which includes, of course, affordable housing. I have a proposal to build on top of the Inwood rail yards, not too far from here.
Now, the greatest cliche in polling is that turnout means everything, but sometimes the cliches are true. And the big question is, can the young people be turned out by the challenger? Because, listen, last year the mayor won because he had a huge turnout. Now, we are told that his army of some 100,000 people are out there campaigning, not just for this candidate, but for all the others of the DSA, the Democratic Socialist Party. So can they pull it off? We may know in just a couple of hours. Christine, back to you.
That is going to be a key for tonight, Dick. Thank you. Let's get to Congressional District 12 now, where Congressman Jerry Nadler announced he will not be seeking re-election. This district covers a large portion of central Manhattan, the Upper East Side, the Upper West Side, and also Midtown. Here's a look at the candidates vying to succeed Nadler in tonight's primary. Alan Devlin is live on the Upper West Side with more on this race. Alan.
Yeah, good evening, KJ. And who comes next? Who's going to be replacing Nadler is the question that all of these voters are trying to get answered in their favor out here on 72nd Street tonight. It is a toss-up between the candidates because it is a tightly close race, and it's a nationally watched race as well. So take a look here at the candidates, KJ. You were just discussing them. I want to put them up on your screen right here, all vying for the 12th congressional district seat being vacated by retiring congressional veteran in Jerry Nadler. Former Mayor Michael Bloomberg backed Michael Lasher. Other candidates candidates include John F. Kennedy's grandson, Jack Schlossberg, President Donald Trump critic and former Republican George Conway, Assemblyman Alex Borez, and civil rights and victims attorney Laura Dunn. The district itself taking up a large portion of central Manhattan, the Upper East Side, Upper West Side, and Midtown. And voters here on 72nd Street today say this is about a new direction following the stepping down of Nadler.
I don't know much about politics, only from what I see on television. I never got involved before, but I think it's important now that we get involved, that everybody gets involved.
You could have brought me here on a stretcher without my telling you I wasn't going to vote. This is such an important time. Our country needs all the support and help.
And polls in the recent weeks and recent months show that there are 1, 2, possibly 3 candidates that are all polling very close to each other, but there still remains a large amount of undecided voters, or at least there were. The last hour, or at least today, will determine exactly who was able to pull ahead and by how much. KJ?
Okay, we should be seeing some results very soon there, Alan. Thank you. Of course, we'll be staying on top of all the races here tonight and continue to bring you live updates throughout the night, streaming right here on CBS News New York. And for much more on the results, just go to cbsnewyork.com.